Hi, this is Freya with another edition of How to Sing That Song. Today I'm gonna bring you something a little different than what I've been doing. An old song from the 60s, Janis Joplin's Piece of My Heart. Now, of course, Janis Joplin has a very special type of voice. I mean, her voice wasn't the healthiest, especially toward the end. And unfortunately, of course, she died very young, but you know the reasons why her voice was just a little bit shot toward the end. She didn't exactly lead a very healthy lifestyle, and you could hear that in her voice too. So when it got worse and worse, and at the end it was very raspy and rough. So while we do want to put a little bit of that in the singing whenever we sing that song, it's like I'm not gonna overdo it. You know, I'm just gonna stay in the character of the song and the spirit of the song, and try to convey the meaning of the words. But I'm not gonna try to copy Janis Joplin, because nobody in this world can copy Janis Joplin. In the same way, nobody can copy you. So you have your own unique voice. So sing it in your own awesome voice. Let's get started. So the intro is kind of relaxed. And again, piano version. We do it very the bare necessities. And it starts slow. Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? As you can see, I'm bending the pitch, and here it has some soul elements. So you want to not be straight. You don't want to do it very clean. Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? Don't be exact, just be like you're talking out and you're like very heartbroken. You're like, come on now. Didn't I give you everything? What else could I have done? I did everything that I thought I could ever give you. Or you work yourself up and like, come on, take it. Take another piece of my heart. Yeah, just come on. Yes, just rip it all out, right? So just be in the character of the song, and that's the most important thing. Didn't I make you feel not too straight, like you were the only man? Are you so unthankful, you dog? Didn't I give you everything that a woman possibly can? But with all the love I give you, it's never enough. And here you can see I'm getting a little bit narrow in my throat, which I'm doing that here on purpose. If I were to, but with all the love I give you, it's never enough. Sounds very clean, but I don't want that here in this song. I want more passion and less clean voice. So I'm getting actually a little narrow and think like, but with all the love I give you, it's never enough. It's kind of a little bit narrow here, a little bit wide. Not extremely, it's just a little bit. And then what this does, it gives this little raspiness by putting a little vocal fry in there. Vocal fry is this, you kind of almost close your glottis and just let it open just a little bit. It's almost like holding your air, holding your breath, but then let a little bit of voice come, into it, like, so you can do this. But with all the love I give you, it's never enough. But I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. So now comes this high part, and the key that I'm playing it in is E flat. So here it's a C. So if you can sing it in chest voice, go ahead and do it. You can go on, go on, go on, go on. And then it goes even higher. So let's talk about how to do this. You can't really transpose it down, because otherwise you're not going to get those really low notes in the beginning. Let's talk about what else you could do. I have some students that can't actually get the top yet, so we're doing an alternative. Yes, there's always an alternative. If you make it into your own awesomeness, you don't have to copy it one-to-one. You can still get away with actually changing few things around sometimes. So instead of go on, you could go on, go on, take it. The most important thing is that you're kind of like getting yourself in, like just working yourself up. It's like, go on, go on, go on, come on, take it now. It's like you working yourself up here. It's like whenever somebody is doing something really terrible to you, and it's like a human reaction, you react like by being very sarcastic and ironic, and it's like, yeah, just go on, just keep doing what you're doing. They're like, just rip my heart out and just stomp on it. Yeah. Well, that's not actually what you want them to do, right? You just kind of like want to rub it in by making it even worse. Like taking what they're doing and just blowing it up 100 times. And that's what you're doing here by repeating that. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Take it now. It's just working yourself up to that point to like, take it now. Take another little piece of my heart, baby. Like just a little by little. You just let me die a slow death, right? So I think it's cool here. I think it's more fun to sing stuff like that than like too nice. It's more fun vocally, and you could just act a little bit too. So you can change it around. Or what you could do is just to, go on, go on, go on. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. It's like, come on now. It's just almost crying. You're crying and shouting at the same time. Now, originally, the take it, is actually an E flat. It's really high. If you can hit it, like up there, and, just don't get into head voice. It's like, take it. I don't know. If you get into head voice, you have to really narrow. Take it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. You can do that, or you could do it like in the belt. Take it, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. And again, break another little piece of my heart now, baby. You just have to work yourself up, and that's the main thing here. Now, what's really going to help you, no matter what note you sing up there, whether it's the E flat or the C or even lower, the A flat maybe, the main thing is that what is going to help you hit the top is by not staying on it the whole time, but just hitting it very briefly and then sliding down. Take it! Just kind of like, accent the first moment when you hit it and then slide down right away. So the E flat would be, take it! Take it! The C version would be, take it! So the higher you are, the faster you could slide down quickly. And the A flat version, take it, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. So don't be too clean, and just make sure you're really having an attitude and you are so worked up. However, be careful if you work yourself up in a way that you can't control your voice anymore. That's not how far you want to go. You want to be emotional, but you still want to be aware of what you do with your voice and still be in full control and, not let your voice control you. There needs to be a good mixture between being, really into the song and emotional, but still having control over what you want to do. Otherwise, your voice is going to go all over the place and it's going to be totally unclean, and you don't want to be, you don't want to like not hit any pitches correctly. So let's go on. It's like, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break another little piece of my heart now, honey. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. So that's actually pretty high too. It's a C. You got it. But the thing here is, it changes modes again. It's like, you got it when it makes you feel good. It's like, you enjoy inflicting pain on me, don't you? It's like, she is like, yeah. First she's like almost crying and just flipping out. You're like, come on now, take it and stomp on it. They're like, yeah, you got it. Because you feel so good when you got it, right? So it changes modes again. So even if you don't do it in that high version, you could even do it in a more breathy voice. I mean, if that's what you want to convey, you're flipping out, like, have another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. Again, don't be too clean, It's like you need to almost cry. It's like almost holding your breath. It's like, have another little piece of my heart now, baby. You worked up and your breath is going, and then you're like almost holding your breath. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. So, but you need to stay in that mode of, I'm so pitiful. Now comes the second verse. The important thing here is not to sing it too much, but just kind of like really suffer again. You're out in the street looking good, and you know deep in your heart it ain't right. It's like, don't try to be too metric here. Don't just try, you're out in the street looking good, and you know deep in your heart you ain't right. Or that ain't right. I'm sorry. There are, even if you have the sheet music, don't be exact. It's like, speak it however the words come out. You know deep in your heart it ain't right. You know deep in your heart it ain't right. It's like, it's not right, right? I mean, there's a lot of words in a short amount of time, and you need to just kind of like, just burst it out there. And then it goes on. Deep down in your heart, it ain't right. And then in the original version, it goes way up high. And now you never hear me when I cry at night. And I think you should be able to improvise here a lot. Just do whatever feels right to you. And you never love me when I cry at night. I tell myself, and here you go into this kind of like a bridge, into this really crybaby mode again. It's like, I tell myself that I can't stand the pain. When you hold me in your arms, I say it again. So go on, take it, and so on. Just work yourself up, and that's the main thing. Now, the reason why I'm not giving you exact pitches and one way to do it is just because I want you to try to expand your thinking into, and I always do this with every song that I show you, don't try to copy one to one. While it's good for practicing something and, even do a few things that some of your favorite singers do, like, the way they sing the top notes or the way they do this or that. It's really good to learn from them, but don't try to copy it because you're not going to be satisfied. Your voice is different, which is really cool because everybody's voice should be different. Otherwise, we would all sound like clones, and there would be, who would buy any CD anymore? I could sing it the same way anybody else could. I want to sing it myself, right? So try to make it your own and try to have fun with it. And the fun comes when you have made it your own. The fun doesn't come when you sing it exactly in one way and you have to do it exactly. Just try to have a little bit more freedom and have fun with it and try to experiment with what you can do. And you will notice when you do something wrong that doesn't fit at all. And what I always tell my students is rather make a mistake right, which means like just make a full out mistake and do the mistake all the way so that it's absolutely clear. Now this was wrong. It just didn't fit at all. It was just off pitch or didn't work. My voice cracked and whatever I did absolutely not work. It's better than just kind of going vague and halfway and never taking a risk. And by doing it safely, it's like you never can tell if it was really wrong or not. It's like, okay, it wasn't really anything then. So don't play it safely. Just learn by making those mistakes and learn by taking a risk. So I hope I could help you a little bit with with this song. Let me know what other songs you would like me to do, what other styles. I try to do anything that you would want me to, just to help you try it as best as I can. And don't forget to check back on Friday for my singing tip. That's a little bit more on the technical side. And don't forget to always keep on singing and always keep a song in your heart. And of course, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you have to subscribe in order to catch more awesome videos like this one. Bye.